Good afternoon, everyone. It is Tuesday afternoon, September 1st, 2020. And this is the Rick Richards Show. And we are starting a special show now. COVID, Chronicle, coronavirus, whatever catastrophe, all that stuff is gone. YouTube made it very, very clear that they didn't like it. So I said, fine, I won't do it anymore. Maybe I can get more than 15 views now. 20 views. It's been really kind of crushed, but you know what? Onward and upward. So I'm starting a new segment, and this is going to be called This Week in Stupid, where I take the high road and I look at our politicians and public figures and anybody else that's out there, and I ridicule and mock them and embarrass them. Hey, why not, right? They're doing it to us. They like to shit all over us, right? We're all in this together. I know, sure, sure we are, right? So I figured, hey, man, you know what? Let's send some mocking and some disrespect back their way, right? So let's kick off the new show. I need a new graphics package and some kind of exciting intro music. So if anybody's got some ideas, send them on my way, and we'll get going. And a special shout out to Charlene and Dwayne. I know you guys are out there plugging away out in the hinterlands and looking forward to some prime content. Take a swig of my drink here. Oh, damn. All right, so let's get things started. What is happening in our world, aside from pandemics, of course? Well, some of you may have heard, that our beloved Prime Minister, Justin is in some trouble, right? Again, he's in trouble again. Man, this guy, I mean, excuse me, it ain't the Rona. I just got something in my throat. Yeah, he's in trouble again. People coming after him. So let's watch this little exchange. Anybody that doesn't know, the latest ethical conundrum that the lovely Justin has found himself in is a charity scandal where the government has decided to give your tax money to a charity. And hey, wouldn't you know it, that charity has decided to give some of that money to some of Justin's relatives. It's a nice little circle, right? Justin takes it from you, gives it to these people give it back to Justin indirectly, right? Pretty good when we're all looking at things like CERBs and wage subsidies and reduced sales, but it's great that not everybody is suffering, right? Anyways, I wanted to share this little exchange. This guy is Polyev. I don't know what party he's in. I'll assume maybe the Conservatives, but he got the chance to ask Justin a pretty basic, straightforward question. How much money did you get? How much money did your family members get from this? Let's see what Justin says.
I'm going to ask you again because nobody believes you when you say you don't know how much money your family has got from the We Group. So you've had a month to look into that. You knew you were going to testify here. Again, how much money total have your brother, mother, and spouse received from this organization? How much?
That information has been publicly shared, but I will highlight.
Well, then tell me what.
That information has been publicly shared. That's not an answer.
My mother
How much?
has
just the dollar figure.
Throughout her life.
The dollar figure, Prime Minister.
Various ways, and is
how
proud
much
of the work that she's done, and I'm proud of her.
How
as well.
much? I'm looking for a dollar figure.
We can get that number for you if you like. It's been out in the media.
It's been in the media, but you don't know it?
I don't have it in front of me. And quite
you don't
frankly,
know how much your family has received from this organization, which you tried to give $500 million, really?
Can I answer, Mr. Polyev?
I'm waiting. You haven't done an answer so far. Let's make this the first one.
My mother has worked as an advocate.
The dollar figure, Prime Minister.
Speaker for
how much?
Many good organizations across the country.
Mr. Prime Minister.
You know what? So, I mean, it's getting nowhere, right? That would be an interesting tactic. Okay, Justin, we get it. You like your mother. She's been a tireless advocate. She's a wonderful woman. She's a saint. She's a saint. The very sun comes out when Margaret Trudeau, or Margaret, whatever her last name is, when she steps out the door, it's like springtime in Vienna. We get it. She's a wonderful angel. We all like our moms. Shouldn't we all speak that way about them? But try that. I want everybody that watches this, if you get pulled over for a ticket and the officer stops you and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am or sir, do you know how fast you are going?" I want you to try the Trudeau method of obfuscation, word salad. Let's say that. "Excuse me, sir, do you realize how fast you are going? Listen, this is an excellent car. This car has driven me all over this town. It has been reliable. I put gas in it. It runs when I start it up. Excuse me, sir, do you realize how fast you were going?" I'm sure the answer is out there. I'm sure many people will know how fast I was going. I'm sure the speedometer will let you know how fast I'm going. And my car has run tirelessly for me. Try that. You know what? I'm going to try that. I'm a guy with, admittedly a bit of a lead foot. So I'll try that the next time I get pulled over. I'll try the Trudeau method of answering questions. Let's see if he gets to the answer.
You are being asked a direct question at a parliamentary committee.
Support her because she does her own work, and I'm
Point
proud
of order.
the work
Point
that
of
she does.
order.
But I do not feel that it is
Answer
my
the question.
responsibility to peer into the work my mother is doing, because I have
Point of order to
confidence in the work
suspend.
that she's doing.
Point of order to suspend.
I've learned that the chairperson's power has gone out and is no longer part of this meeting. May I propose that we?
It's okay. We can keep.
For
Prime Minister and I can continue talking.
No.
I suspected that might be a problem. It's very convenient timing for the lights to go out.
There you go. So yeah. Hey, the power went out. Ah, damn. I guess we won't get that answer after all. Damn, the power went out. Shitty, huh? Kind of the problem when you have to conduct meetings by Zoom and stuff like that, right? But, dear friends, I did not let it go. I did not let it go, and I found the answer for you. So here we go. The inquiry comes after it was revealed that the We charity, I suppose it's We and not WE, paid $352,000 to Margaret and Alexander Trudeau for speaking events. Now, let's think about that. Has anybody ever watched an interview with Alexander Trudeau? I'm willing to bet the answer is probably almost zero. So he's not a very compelling speaker, is he? And Margaret Trudeau, I mean, if you've ever watched an interview with her, you know what? Justin likes her. Obviously, she's his mom. I won't say anything bad about her, but I don't know if I'd pay 300 grand to listen to her speak. Okay, let's simply leave it at that. I don't know if you're going to get any life-shattering insights or any. Like, who would you pay $300,000 to hear speak? Really, not many people out there, right? Certainly nobody that isn't in soaking advertisers or whatever in TV, right? So, anyways. That's how much they got. They got $352,000. That was the answer that Trudeau was struggling so hard to find, right? And so I was thinking of that. I was looking at Trudeau speaking there, with his skinny shoulders and his floppy hair. And I thought to myself, man, are we really getting the best leaders? Is this just a Canadian problem, or is this a problem everywhere? Is this problem affecting the entire Anglosphere? And I thought, well, let's see. Let's do a deep dive and let's take a look at some of the other leaders. So the first place we stop on our tour is the United Kingdom, England. England, anybody that knows me, I'm actually English ethnically. Great country, been there many times. So let's check out the leader of the United Kingdom. I'm sure a country that's been around, in existence as a country for well over 1,000 years, and as a people, longer than that, they must have this system down pat, right? They must be able to really, develop individuals into leadership roles and function on a meritocracy and really get the best of the best. So let's see who is running England. Womp womp. What the hell? Boris Johnson. So, I don't know, man. I mean, looking at this guy, I'm not even quite sure what to say. This is his serious look. He's got one eye going that way, one eye going that way, a nose that kind of swirls in between, and hair that goes in every direction like an ill built bird's nest. I mean, this guy, Jesus Christ, this guy really looks like he fell off the back of a truck. Maybe that's just a bad picture. Let's see. Maybe he's serious and maybe he had a rough night, tough decisions. Let's excuse me. Let's see if there's better options available. Oh, there he is. Well, there you go. So we have Justin Trudeau, who admittedly is a good-looking guy. You know, I mean, he's stylish, right? He's about my age. He's about close to 50. I know that. This guy, obviously a little bit older. But here we have two countries, and neither one of these guys really looks. I mean, Justin has really said some classical things over the years. I mean, there would be a separate show just to go over some of the dopey, dumbass things that he said, right? But this is who's running the show in England, Boris Johnson. I mean, this guy looks like, I don't know, he looks like a cross between Rain Man and I Am Sam, you know? This guy looks like he needs help getting dressed in the morning. I put my pants on by myself. I live on my own. I put my pants on. Yeah, I'm in charge. You do what I say. You do what I say. I'm in charge. You know, you can kind of see him doing that behind the scenes, right? So this guy is a real piece of work. I mean, I know we can't completely judge a book by the cover, and maybe the looks can be deceptive, but holy fuck, how stupid do you have to be to not even be able to brush your hair? You're the prime minister of a country and you can't take, what, 30 seconds to comb your hair? Good God, man. Like, get your shit together. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it's a bit of a problem everywhere, right? But maybe not on the other side of the border, right? Maybe the United States. Maybe they've got this down pat, right? Maybe they've got the whole process worked into a finely tuned machine, right? The US, you have 330 million people at least that live in the country mostly legally. I know probably another 20 million if you count those that aren't there legally, but maybe they vote too anyways. So there we go. The biggest country in the world, 330 million people, 200 plus years of being an official country from 1776, I guess it would be, and a proud history of democracy and rising to the top, America #1. Let's see what they have come up with. Let's see. We'll start with this guy. This is Joe Biden. Joe Biden is running to be the leader of the free world. The free world. That's as opposed to the enslaved world, I suppose. But anyways, he wants to be the big dog in charge. Let's see what he's got to say.
Do you really feel safer under Donald Trump? COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it, more lives this year than any other year.
I'm already lost. Is anybody following this?
For the past 100 years. More than
Hold on. You know what? Hold on.
180,000 lives in just 6 months.
So 180,000 lives in 6 months, more this year than 100 years. Hold on. Let's go through this again. This guy needs a second watch here because this wasn't quite clear.
Do you really feel safer under Donald Trump?
No, not really.
COVID has taken this year.
COVID has taken this year.
Just since the outbreak.
Since the outbreak. COVID didn't take anything before the outbreak, but this is since the outbreak. Okay, let's make sure we're clear on that. Before it existed, it didn't kill anybody. That's a good point. That's a good point, Joe. See, you are shrewd, man. You are a shrewd guy.
Taken more than 100 years. Look,
It's taken more than 100 years. Now, what does that mean? Since the outbreak, COVID has taken more than 100 years. Is this one of those deep, profound statements? Maybe he means it's taken more than 100 years of development. Maybe it's cumulatively taken 100 years of medical process out of the system. Is that what he's trying to say? Is this one of those things that's too deep for any of us to even get?
here's the lives. When you think about it.
Think about it. We're trying to think about it, Joe. We're trying to think about it, man. Give us something.
More lives this year than any other year.
More lives this year than any other year. Okay, so COVID has taken more lives this year than any other year. Well, that makes perfect sense. That's absolutely true. That's like, if you said World War II took more lives after it started than before it started, you would be correct. So I get it. I get what he's saying now. He's saying that COVID, oh shit, am I going to get in trouble for talking about COVID again? I don't know, man. Probably I will. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. Damn it. You got me, Joe. You got me, Biden. You fucked me up. You're fucking my channel up already. All right. But you know what? I am not going to let your boy Trump off the hook either. Because I know a lot of people hate Trump. A lot of people hate him. I don't particularly like him. I think he's kind of a bullshitter. But hey, he is the president, right? He's the president of the United States of America. So maybe we are all too harsh to judge him. Maybe we are too harsh to judge him because we get a misguided perception of him, right? Let's see what Melania thinks of him. There we go. They are at an event. The wife, the woman who knows him better than anybody in the world, he looks on at her. She smiles back lovingly, turns away, and Melania, Jesus, wow! If your wife, if your wife has that reaction to you, then you may have some problems, man. And I mean, I don't want to give Melania too much credit here. I mean, you married the guy, right? You knew what you were getting into. You knew what you were getting into. So she's not exactly thrilled with him either. There's an awkward embrace. A loving dance. Melania is practically bending backwards to get away from him. Yeah, I want to be as far away from you as possible. Melania, hold my hand. No, Donald. I'll smack it away. I'm going to pretend to kiss you. We'll do it close enough so we can pull it off, but I really don't want to touch you. I mean, that's kind of shit. Like your wife won't even hold your hand. Like, jeez, man. So there you go. Someone who knows the Donald better than anybody else, doesn't seem to care for him too much. But let's be fair here. Maybe the job has really affected his personal relationships, right? I mean, he's getting stuff done, right? He is getting stuff done. He is tweeting. He tweets a lot. Here we see a tweet on August 31st. Law and order. Yes, law and order, Donald. I mean, we know there's a lot of riots. There's a lot of problems. But hey, pro tip, you're in charge. You're in charge. Who are you saying law and order to? You are the president, okay? And we can see I've been getting really good polls, some over 50%, except for one fake poll done by ABC News, which gives no information about the sample, R or D, or anything else. They did this last election with 1 week to go, down 12 points, and I won. They're disgusting, fake news. Well, they may be disgusting and they may be fake news, but why are you wasting so much time on the tweet that reflects on your polls rather than actually dealing with anything of any substance, right? So I don't know. I don't know if we got the best people running the show, and it doesn't really look like they're going to be replaced by anybody that's any better. I mean, I didn't think a whole lot of David Cameron or Theresa May, and then Boris Johnson shows up, right? So the quality is not getting better. Maybe next week we'll take a deep dive into the new leader of the Conservative Party. His name is Aaron, spelt E-R-I-N, which is the girl's way of spelling Aaron. Just saying. And his last name is O'Toole. So what does that mean? Of Toole. Not a good start, Aaron. Aaron the Tool, right? So anyways, we will take a look at him. But for now, that was the Week in Stupid. I will see you guys next time.